Hello children, this is grade 10 Cbse sectors of Indian economy part 4. In the previous session we have seen where more number of people had been engaged. In the primary sector they had been engaged because there was no employment opportunity in secondary and tertiary sectors. Okay, why it was so? Because more than required number of people are available in primary we had seen. In this session, let us see how to create more employment. The ways to improve the employment opportunity. See, first, if you construct a dam and digging canals, it will generate a lot of employment within agriculture sector and reduce the problem of underemployment. If irrigation facility is well and good, people will start cultivate intensive cultivation, and more number of people that will lead to labor intensive work, requires more number of labor and abolish the problem of underemployment. Okay, one way. The second thing, opening a cold storage. What is cold storage? It could give an opportunity for farmers to store their products like potatoes, onions, and sell them when the price is good. See, the farmers, they are selling, they are in a position, they have to sell their product even if they are not getting the better prices. They cannot wait because they did not have the storage, cold storage facilities. These things are perishable. See, onion, sometimes if you see on the road, they will be selling that 20 rupees per kg, 10 rupees per kg and all. 5 kgs 100 rupees, 4 kgs 100 rupees sometimes. Within 10 days, they will be telling that per kg 100 rupees. For 10 days before, they will be selling for 5 kgs 100 rupees. Now, after 10 days, per kg 100 rupees. Because when the farmers were not able to wait, if the farmer sells onion for 100 rupees per kg, he will get more yield. Why he sells for 20 rupees? Because he does not have the storage facility, that is cold storage facility. It will go bad. These are all perishable items, vegetables and fruits and all are perishable items. If the farmers are provided with cold storage facilities, they will be ready to produce, they will be ready to cultivate these items, and they can store it till they get better prices. So availability of cold storage will increase the employment opportunity, increase the production, and by that increase employment opportunities. Okay. Then if the government invests some money in transportation and making better rural roads, if all the rural roads are being connected, if they are all provided with rural roads, better roads, along with irrigation, several farmers can continue to grow and sell their crops. Some people will be telling that my place is far away from the market. How can I take it to the market? It is not, roads are not good, no transport facilities. Now the Ulavar Sandai and all is best uh, solution for the farmers. But it is not possible, for only few farmers are bringing to the Ulavar Sandai and they are selling. But it is not possible for the all farmers and also in a large scale. So when transportation, by making the better rural roads along with irrigation, will help the farmers to grow and sell the crops in large scale, thereby providing jobs to many people. And when this not only their productive employment, this employment not only providing opportunity for the people, I mean laborers, not only the productive employment to the farmers, but it also increases the opportunity in transport and trade. See, if it is produced, if the rural roads are produced, provided with cold storage, transport facilities, it should be transported. So we need tempo or trucks, which will be driven by the drivers, and loading and loading work, and trade, buying and selling. So not only it will increase the opportunity in agriculture, but also it will increase the opportunity in second tertiary also. Okay, so constructing the new dam, cold storage, transportation in rural areas, and if the along with that, whatever the facilities are being provided, the farmers are struggling with high rate of interest to purchase the seeds, fertilizers, agriculture equipments. Poor farmer were in a position to borrow money from the money lenders who charges high rate of interest. So whatever the farmers earns, one half of the earning is going in the name of interest to the money lenders because they charge high rate of interest. It now for low rate of interest, credit is not available for the farmers. If the government provides through the local bank, if the government provides credit at reasonable rate of interest, I mean low rate of interest, the farmers will be benefited. So farmers will need not pay the high portion, I mean major portion of their income as interest to the money lenders. That will encourage the farmers to continue farming. Okay. Then industries in semi-rural areas can be set up. In semi-rural areas, industries can be set up. This will provide employment opportunity for the people. We have seen, no, in the previous lesson, more number of people are engaged in primary than required, than necessary. 10% are needed, 30% are available. So this excess people can go to this industries in semi-rural areas. So industries not only in urban areas. If the government encourages the promoters to construct industries in semi-rural areas, it will increase employment opportunity in rural areas. Okay, and in villages near forest areas, honey collection centers can be set up. The government can start honey collection centers because in the forest areas, in the forest areas, the tribals, they're collecting forest products. They are not ready to come down to the mainstream of the society, into the cities and towns. They are not ready to sell it in the cities and towns. But if the government starts honey collection centers nearby the forest areas, if I mean in the footsteps of the forest areas, foothills, it will be easy for those people to come sell their collection and they will go back to their place, forest. Okay. So if the government starts a honey collection centers near the forest areas, the farmers can come and sell wild honey, which is collected from, which is wild honey, original honey, which is collected in the forest. Okay, organic honey we can see. Then industries that process vegetables. What is that process vegetables? And industries that process vegetables. So vegetables are, I told that they are all perishable goods. Even if the farmer is able to get better prices or not, 100 rupees per kg or 10 rupees per kg, he has to sell his product because he did not have the cold storage facility. So the processed vegetables. What is the processed vegetables? Like mango, guava. So they can take juice. If the now in some places where the guava is produced or during the season of mango, the mango cost will be very low, where the farmers cannot be benefited. That is bought by the traders. They take it to their factories. Here per kg 8 rupees, 10 rupees and all, they are buying the mangoes and guava where it is available where it is more available during the season. They take it to their factories. They take juice, process it and sell it by 60 rupees, 70 rupees. So the industries, if the government sets this type of industries to process these vegetables, the farmers need not sell their guava or mango or rice, wheat and all at lowest cost. Okay, so industries that process vegetables can be set up in rural areas. So this will provide, not only this will provide the better wages to the better price to the farmers, and also it will provide employment opportunities in the semi-rural people. Okay, and in addition to that, 49% of the population belongs to the age group of 5 to 29. I mean, half of the people are in the age group of 5 to 29, that is learning age, educating age. Okay, 50% of the half of the people are in the age group of 5 to 29 during this period where they are supposed to learn education. But out of this, only 52% are attending educational institutions. So half of our population are in the age group of 5 to 29. Only 52% of these people are attending school. So for half of the children are staying at home. Half of the children are, rest in a half. Half of the children are staying at home or they are working as a child laborers form because they are not educated, they are not permitted by their parents to go to school, or they may not have been provided better educational institutions. So the planning commission, according to the planning commission statistics, it says that if these children are to attend schools, we will require more number of buildings, more teachers and other staffs. It will provide employment opportunity to lakhs and lakhs of people. Okay. So the government has to take steps to provide employment opportunity to all the children. So see, 20 lakh jobs can be created in the education sector alone in the planning commission estimated. Then the same similarly to improve the health situation. We need more doctors. If the government has started developing the government PHCs, government hospitals and all to improve the health situation, government need more doctors, nurses, health workers, etc. in rural areas. In rural areas, all the government hospitals, PHCs are set up in most of the PHCs are set up in urban areas, towns and cities. If the government hospitals are being set up in rural areas, more doctors, nurses, health workers can be getting employment opportunities. So these are all the ways by which jobs can be created and would also be able to address the important aspects of development. In addition to that, if tourism is improved, more number of people will be getting employment opportunity. How many numbers? See, if tourism is improved, 35 lakh people can be engaged directly in this tourism. So government can develop, improve the tourism sector. Okay. So every state or region has potential for increasing the income and employment for people in that area. It could be tourism or regional craft industry. What is regional craft industry? If you go to Jammu Kashmir, there more amount of wool is available, and West Bengal, if you go, you will get more number of jute bag industries, this and that, making a shawl and sweater industries can be set up, new services like IT. So not only tourism, regional craft industry also improve the employment opportunities. So there are many ways to improve the employment opportunities. Let us consolidate what are the ways: construction of new dams, digging canals, cold storage and better rural roads, affordable credit at low interest, industries in semi-rural areas, honey collection centers near forest areas, industries that process vegetables, tourism development, schools to all children, improve the health situation. So you see how many opportunities are there to increase that job for. See how many opportunities, how many areas we can increase the employment opportunities. Just see. So these suggestions, even though these suggestions would take long time to implement, see, for construction of dam, it is not an one-day process. It will take long years. The government has to give the proposal, it made law and start construction, this and that. It will take long time, long duration, cold storage, affordable credit. So these things will take long time. Immediately, people need work because they're sitting simply. Seasonal work. What can be done in rural areas? In the primary sector, more number of people are engaged. These are the suggestions, but it will take long time. For the short term, what can be done? Some quick measures we need to save the people. So recognizing this, the central government. So recognizing this, the central government in India made MNREGA a law implementing the right to work. Under the Right to Work Act, the government has implemented the law called the program called Yamnarega. This is the Employment Guarantee Act, which was introduced in 200 districts at the first, then it had been extended. Now 625 districts had been, in 625 districts, this system is being in practice. Let us see what is Yamnarega. This is Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. That is National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. It guarantees employment for the rural people at all over the nation, right? So an Indian labor law, it's an Indian labor law, and social security measure, it's also a social security measure that aims to guarantee the right to work. Right to work is a fundamental right. I have the right to work. I don't involve in antisocial behavior. I don't rob. I don't steal something. So I'm ready to work. I'm able to work, but I was not provided the work. It's a government duty of the government, responsibility of the government to provide employment opportunity those who are ready to work and are able to work. So that is a fundamental right. According to this right to work, this labor law, also the social security measure had been enacted, implemented. That is Yamnarega, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. Under this act, all those who were able to, in your book it is given like this. Under this act, all people who were able to and are need of, they are need of, because unless they will not feed their stomach. See, agriculture is seasonal employment. So half of the year, agriculture, people from primary sector, they are sitting simply or underemployed. So they have to feed their stomach, they have to face their basic needs, no, they have to fulfill their basic needs, no. So those who are able to and their need of work in rural areas are, for them, the work in rural areas are guaranteed for 100 days. We are seeing that it is seasonal unemployment. Okay, so half of the year they will be getting employment opportunity because of this monsoon. We have a monsoon type of monsoon agriculture. Okay, so during the monsoon times, people will be sowing the seeds, weed out and cultivating, harvesting. So people will be engaged half of the year. Half of the year they will be sitting simply. So this act guaranteed 100 days of employment in rural areas. The people those who are able to and are in need of. Now it has been increased to 150 days. The government, this is in proposal. When it is going to be implemented, we do not know, but it will be done. Okay, so these measures, what we have seen, what we have suggested, the ways of constructing dam, cold storage, better road, affordable credited low interest, semi-rural areas, industries at semi-rural areas, honey collection centers near forest, industries that process vegetables, tourism development, schools and colleges, and GH at rural area will take long time to provide employment opportunities. But these are the very nice areas. If some people concentrate, if the leaders of our nation concentrate on these areas, we can eradicate this unemployment problem very easily and will make our land productive, make our country prosperous. This should be done. You people are children, you are the future pillars of future India. So you, at least you can concentrate on these areas, my dear sir. So it will take long time. So now we need quick measures, some quick measures to save the people at villages, those who are available than required. So the government implemented the law called and the program called Yamnarega under the Act of Right to Work. What is right to work? Let us see. It's an Indian labor law and security measure, social security measure. Under this, those who are able to and need of, they should be provided 100 days work in rural areas. If not, if because of this some politics, it's local self-government, I mean the Panchayat Raj is in charge for this implementation. I mean 100 days work. Panchayat government is in charge. if the panchayat government do some politics, I mean, if their ruling party, opposite party will not be given employment opportunity. If the opposite party is ruling, the ruling party will not be, opposite party leader is the panchayat president, the ruling party members will not be given the employment opportunity. If they do so, if the panchayat presidents denied the work to the person based on the party, this and that, any local problems, local vengeance, so he has to give employment allowance on the day's salary. If, for example, 10 days or 1 month, if a person is not provided the employment opportunity under this Yamnareka, we had seen that it has been implemented according to the right to work, which is a fundamental right. Fundamental rights are the rights which cannot be denied by anyone. No one can deny this right. So if anybody, maybe a panchayat president or any other person, if they deny any person to give this employment opportunity of 100 days work, under 100 days work, the panchayat president have to give unemployment allowance. I mean, on the day's work salary from his pocket. If he denies work to any people, he has to give this allowance from his pocket. If the person goes to collector and complain it. Okay. So this cannot be denied. Well, this type of works to increase the production from land. See, which is in this, what work they will be doing? Already you told that, ma'am, there is no work at the village, no work at agriculture sector. Again, you are telling that in rural area, this MNREGA is being implemented. Then what work? Already they are, without work only they are sitting. No. What work they can do? They can develop the production from the land. They can increase the production from land, will be given preference under this act. What work is given preference? See, they can dig canals, they can make check dams, they can what to say that they can repair the ponds in that area, they can create ponds. So what are all the things will increase the production of the land is given preference under this act. I mean, in short, agricultural work can be given preference under this act. Okay. So where more number of employment opportunities can be created? One thing, we can construct the new dams and digging canals, cold storage facilities to provide employment, secure the farmers to get better prices, better rural roads, affordable credit at low rate of interest, so that the farmers need not spend more number of their earnings, much portion of their earnings to the moneylenders, and industries in semi-rural areas will be providing employment opportunity to the rural people. Honey collection centers near the forest areas will help the forest people to bring and sell their product honey. Industries that process vegetables, tourism development, schools providing schools to all children and improve the health situation. These are all the long-term process. For the immediate resolution, immediate remedy, government has implemented Yamnareka in the year 2005 under the Act of Right to Work. According to this, a person, those who are able to and need of should be guaranteed 100 days of employment in rural areas. If they were not given this opportunity, I mean, if the government fails in its duty to provide this 100 days work, it will give unemployment allowances to the people without work. If they are denied, they need not work. Without working even, they will be getting the allowance. So this type of work will be given importance or preference to the land development programs. Okay, thank you, children. So these are all the much areas where we can generate employment opportunities. In the next session, let us see what are the employment opportunities, institutional measures were taken by the government. Let us end this session with this. Thank you.